Pop Squad. Coming at ya. We've got a track sent in by geepmane. I have reacted to geepmane previously. Oh, that is Hank the Lad. And come on, clear off. And I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It was a while ago because this track was sent to me by geepmane back in March. Yeah, 3 different tracks back in 2023. The latest being July 4th of 2023. So it has been a while. Let's check this out. Does geepmane have any information on his SoundCloud page? Let's see. Any information? geepmane is a black Super Saiyan who hails from Memphis, Tennessee. There you go. Got actually kind of a decent number of followers here on SoundCloud. Nope, this is not SoundCloud, it's Spotify. And let's listen to the song that he sent me. If you make music like geepmane and you would like me to react to it, my email address is down below in the description of this video and pretty much all of my videos that I've done for the last few years. It is papasquatjon@gmail.com. Send me your stuff. I love to listen to new music. I love to listen to new artists. I'm not going to be a dick when I react to your music because I'm reacting. For one thing, I'm not reviewing it. I don't think of myself as reviewing music. I just kind of listen to it and give my opinion on it. And if it's something I would want to listen to or not. And I download a lot of the music that I listen to. Let's check this out. This is Gone. Right? Gone? Is that all it's called? Where's my sheet here? So geepmane wrote me and said, hey Papa Squad, it's geepmane again. I know it's been a while since I've last sent anything, but a lot has been happening. I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm not well. Anyway, I have a new album coming out March 31st of this year, of 2024. So it came out a while ago, called 2004. And I think it's my best project yet. I'm building onto ideas I started developing on my last album titled Kudzu. If you want to check out my new material or any previous works, please be my guest. I'm going to link some of my latest videos below. Remember, lyrics are in the description. Until next time. And I guess I missed that lyrics are in the description part because we do have them right here. Oh my god, that's incredible. Let's use this to copy it over and then look at the lyrics. That is what we will do there. And let's check this out. So this is Gone, the music video, produced by 2004. That must be the producer's name. Yeah, shout out 2004. Interesting. Because then the new album is also called 2004 that released on March 31st. Hashtag Void Life. Not sure what that's supposed to mean. Let's check this out. Minute and 44 seconds, Gone by geepmane, produced by 2004. Let's do it.
Look at the ground and look at the sky. One day it'll all be gone. Don't be afraid, life moves on. That favorite cousin that you both see, one day they will be gone. Where we're all supposed to belong. There's nothing left but to do it, but you can always be strong. Home comes not too long. What's the point in anything if we'll all just be gone? Look at the ground, look at the sky. No matter the state of the mind, you'll fly. Look at the ground, look at the sky. No matter the state of the mind, you're fly. Look at the ground, look at the sky. No matter the state of the mind, you gon' fly. Look at the ground, look at the sky. No matter the state of the mind, you're fly.
Look at the sky, no matter the state of the mic, gon' fly. Look at the ground, look at the sky, no matter the state of the mic. Look at the ground, look at the ground, look at the sky, no matter the state of the mic, gon' fly. Look at the ground, look at the sky, no matter the state of the mic, you're fly.
Starts and ends with the I miss my grandfather, right? And that, along with the lyrics, tells me that this is somebody who's dealing with the idea that everybody dies, including themselves. And this, like, the lyrics absolutely are about that, right? I assume Jeepmane's grandfather died. I assume that was really difficult. It is very difficult. My grandfather died actually when I was 12, maybe 11, even. I think I had turned 12, and I wasn't super close to him because when he was about my age, he had a stroke or a couple of strokes and a heart attack, and like really, it medicine was not that advanced that they knew how to handle things particularly well in what I must have been the 1960s, maybe 1970s. I'm not sure exactly when he had his strokes and stuff, but he was badly paralyzed, could not communicate, could only say a few words. So it wasn't really possible for me to get to know him or to spend time with him. He couldn't move around. We didn't play ball, or like he didn't tell me stories. None of that. And it's a shame too, because he was apparently an incredible musician. Just like piano player, he could hear a song and just play it. Anyway, so my grandfather died when I was about 12. It did not affect me as much as it did, like, say, my mom, for obvious reasons. It was her dad, and she had known him when he was younger and was much more active and much more involved. To me, he was just sort of the guy that sat in the chair and swore because he could only say a few words. Hazel, his wife's name, God damn it, and Jesus Christ. Though that was pretty much what he could say, and it didn't make for a close relationship, right? But I listen to this and I see what Jeepmane has written here, and I think this is somebody, young guy, whose grandfather passed away, and he's faced with death. He's faced with the reality of life ending and realizing, not even realizing, right? Like putting into words finally the fact that he understands that eventually we're all going to die. We're all going to just one day not be here, not have that light behind our eyes, not have thoughts, not exist, not be there the next time you want to go do something. The person who's died is just not there. There's no more memories with them that haven't already been generated. And look at the ground, look at the sky. One day it'll all be gone. Don't be afraid. Life moves on. That's like the most hope-filled line in there, right? Don't be afraid. Life moves on. Everything's going to be gone. It's all right. Just keep going. That favorite cousin that you love to see, one day they will be gone. Where we're all supposed to belong, there's nothing left to do it. Nothing left but to do it. But you can always be strong. Home comes not in too long. I'm not sure exactly what he's trying to say there. What's the point in anything if we'll all just be gone? This is actually a really tough question for a lot of people. What's the point of doing anything if we're just going to be gone one day? And the point of existing is to exist. The point of existing is the journey that you go through in life. We don't... my opinion, there's nothing after this. We just stop processing the chemicals in our brain that make us sentient creatures. It just stops. We experience this every single night, in a way, when we fall asleep. You don't remember sleeping. It just is. You don't exist. That's it. Sleep is called the little death for a reason. It's not. Actually, I think that's an orgasm, is called the little death, now that I think about it. But sleep, I'm thinking hypnos and thanatos, are the Greek gods of sleep and death, respectively, and they're brothers. And so we know what death is like. Death is like not existing, and we not exist every night. Um, but I like that Geepmane is talking about this as a subject because it's something that I think everybody goes through in their life. Everybody figures out at some point that things die and they don't come back, and that people die and they don't come back. And everybody has to kind of get comfortable with the idea that they're going to die. And a lot of people don't get comfortable with it. A lot of people really, really, really don't like it. I don't know if my dad really understood that he was going to die until he was really far gone in his dementia and he had developed cancer, and they decided not to tell him that he had developed cancer, my mom and my sisters, and since they were there home with him, because he would forget. Like, that, what's the point, right? You tell him, he'd forget, you'd have to tell him again, or honestly, in my thinking, even worse, he'd forget that he had cancer and then remember it, become lucid and remember it again, and have to process it all over again. And my little sister told me at one point they were in the hospital, and he looked at her in the hospital bed. He looked at her and said, "Julie, I'm gonna die." And I don't think he'd ever dealt with that before. And his mom had died, his dad had died, his brother-in-law, my uncle, my mom's brother, had died. Both of his parents-in-law, my grandma and grandpa, my mom's mom and dad, had died. But I don't think he had ever worked through, like, at some point this is going to be over. And I can't know that for sure. I think maybe it could have also just been him realizing, like, this is it. Like, this is going to be the end for me. Like, I know I'm not going to make it. And I think that can still be scary. Like, I totally understand that. But I think at some point you have to deal with all this stuff. And so it's, as painful as it might be, it's good that Geepmane is talking about this now, thinking about this now, working through some of this stuff now, understanding that life isn't forever. You can die at any time for the stupidest reasons. You could be in a car accident, like my good friend Dave when we were 22, 23 years old. Your body could rebel against you and give you cancer. Like it did a friend of mine who I worked with for years, and she was taken by cancer at 52 years old, which is ridiculous. Just pointless, stupid, senseless. I have friends who have died from pancreatic cancer. I have friends who have died, I mean, from anything, right? And it's always surprising. And then it's just done. And then it's just, they're not there anymore, and there's no new memories with them. There's no new doing things. And that sucks. It sucks when somebody dies and you want to do something with them and they're not there in the most permanent way. You want to call and tell them something, you want to share something with them, you have good news. Me at 55 have a baby. I can't, my grandma will never know that. My dad will never know that. My dad never got to see my baby. Will never get to see my baby. Died thinking I was never going to have children. And you just don't ever get to update them. They don't know. They're not I mean, again, my opinion. They're not looking down on me. They're not looking up at me. They're just not anymore. And it's good to figure that out. To figure out people go away, and the point of being here is just to be here. It should be enough that we exist for the amount of time that we do. And that's why I believe we should be trying to enjoy ourselves while we're here. And again, I always have to say this, not in an irresponsible way. I mean, to be here and to enjoy our friends and families and the things that we enjoy in life, our hobbies, our activities, our art, our whatever, because it's not going to be here for long. And what's the point of being here unless you're having a good time? And I don't mean like a crazy good time. I mean, unless you're enjoying yourself. So find the things that you enjoy and do them. I don't know, I'm going on and on about this, but the topic is death, right? Death tends to make us all think about things a little bit differently and look into things a little more deeply. And that's because death gives life meaning. The presence of one thing, like life, means it gives meaning to death, and death gives meaning to life. We wouldn't be afraid of death if we didn't live. We wouldn't be happy about life if we didn't die. We wouldn't cling to it so strongly if we didn't die. So, geepmane, I'm sorry you lost your grandfather. At least I assume that's what happened. And the human brain is remarkable because it forgets the painful stuff and leaves you only with the impressions that you want to keep, and it makes those things that you want to keep more mythical over time, more almost fantastical, and that's a good thing. So enjoy the things you remember about your grandfather or anybody who has died in your life, because those are the only things you have of them, and so they should be good things. And I joke about, my grandfather could say his wife's name, God damn it, Jesus Christ. And I laugh at that, and it's because it is one of those things that's so cemented in my brain and so representative of him, and at the same time I know that's not at all what that man was. There was so much more going on there that he just couldn't get out of himself because of the stroke and everything. And I really know that because my mom would tell me, like, you never got to know your grandfather. You never knew him because the stroke took that from us. Like, he just wasn't that person. And it's definitely a shame, but I don't know what I missed, right? I don't know the guy that I didn't get to experience. So, anyway, good song. I thought it sounded pretty good. I like the stuff you're talking about. It almost doesn't matter to me what the song sounded like, because I like what you're exploring here in this song. Well, I went on for a long time about this, and I was trying to make quick videos tonight because I want to get to bed. Have yourself a good night. I am going to go sign off and get a couple more videos done. Pop Squat, checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please go watch another video on the channel. If you want me to react to something that you're just a fan of, CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon are down below in the description of this video. I'll be back with 1 or 2 more videos, depending on how long I talk about them. Have yourself a good day. Bye-bye.